At 16, my mom said, "You were a mistake anyway, so why waste a room on you?" They threw me out like trash. One call from Grandpa flipped their entire world upside down. Turns out I was living in his house the whole time. I was packing my backpack when Mom said it. Standing in my doorway, arms crossed, that disgusted look she'd perfected over 16 years. "You were a mistake anyway, so why waste a room on you?" My stepfather nodded from behind her. "It's time you learned responsibility. We need space for Kelsey's art studio." Kelsey was their golden child, my half-sister, 12 years old, and already more important than I'd ever be. I'd spent years being invisible in that house, forgotten at school pickups, last to eat at dinner. My birthday acknowledged with a grocery store cupcake if they remembered at all. But this was different. This was being erased entirely. I had nowhere to go. Dad died when I was 6. Mom remarried fast, and I became the unwanted souvenir from her previous life. "Pack your things," Mom said flatly. "You've got until Sunday." It was Thursday. I stuffed clothes into garbage bags, hands shaking. My stepfather stood in the hallway making sure I didn't take anything that wasn't mine. That laptop was a family purchase. That jacket was bought with household money. I left with 2 bags of clothes and my dead father's watch. Saturday night, I slept in a park. Sunday morning, I cleaned up in a gas station bathroom and called the only person I had left, Grandpa Jim, my dad's father. He answered on the second ring. His voice went deadly quiet when I explained. "They did what?" I repeated it, trying not to cry. "Say that address again," he said. I did. Then he said something that made no sense. "That's my house. You've been living in my house." "What?" "The house your mother lives in. I own it. Gave your father a place to raise his family. When he passed, I let her stay as long as she took care of you. She never told you this?" My legs went weak. I'd lived there my entire life. Every birthday, every Christmas, every horrible memory happened in a house that wasn't even theirs. Grandpa's voice turned ice cold. "Don't move. I'm making a call." An hour later, my phone buzzed. From Mom, 15 missed calls, then a text. "We need to talk. Come home right now. This is a misunderstanding." I didn't reply. Grandpa called back. "I spoke to your mother. She's aware of the situation now. You're coming to stay with me in Colorado. I'm booking you a flight. When you're 18, we'll discuss what happens to that house. But right now, they're very motivated to cooperate." The next week was chaos I watched from a distance. Mom called 63 times, then my stepfather, then relatives I hadn't heard from in years, all with the same message. "You're tearing this family apart." Grandpa's lawyer sent an eviction notice. They had 60 days to vacate unless certain conditions were met, including a formal written apology, financial restitution for emotional damages, and my full college fund, which they'd apparently drained for Kelsey's private school. Mom posted on Facebook about ungrateful children and how I'd manipulated a sick old man. Grandpa's lawyer screenshot it. Evidence of defamation. The eviction timeline shortened to 30 days. Colorado was strange. Grandpa's house was warm, full of pictures of my dad. He cooked actual meals and asked about my day, remembered things I liked, made me feel seen for the first time in years. "You deserved better," he said one night. "Your father would have burned that house down if he knew." When I turned 18, Grandpa handed me paperwork. "The house is yours now. Do with it what you want." I sold it immediately. Mom, my stepfather, and Kelsey moved into a 2-bedroom apartment across town. The college fund they'd stolen went to lawyers. Kelsey's art studio became her shared bedroom. Last week, Mom sent a letter. "We made mistakes, but you're still family." There was no apology, just an invitation to Kelsey's graduation and a reminder that I'm her only sibling. I read it once and threw it away. Grandpa was right. I deserved better. And I finally got it. Not because they changed, but because one phone call revealed the truth. They threw me out of a house that was never theirs, and karma made sure they knew it.